Good evening, everyone. This is Pradeep Mal, Ambassador of Change from GETI, the Global Education and Training Institute of Lucknow. We are the premier institute for teaching teachers and principals, training them. And we have many in-service and pre-service programs. For more information, please go to 740-840-1000. Right now, you are on our disruptive education platform, provided to us by our mentor, Dr. Sunita Gandhi. And on this platform, we have interacted with more than 1,200 educators from India and all over the world. And this evening, we have for you Ms. Anuradha Tamarisa Kandala. I hope I got that correct, ma'am. She's the founder and owner of Happy Hearts, Hyderabad, Telangana. She has appeared for a master's in education, and she's a householder and has two daughters. As I said, she's the founder and owner of Happy Hearts. It's a learning center where children are the only priority, a perfect example for disruptive education, she says. She is an international qualified excess conscious bars facilitator, a Tai Chi, a Kui Gong practitioner, an educationist, freelance skills trainer. She has a work experience close to 20 years. Her work involved training children, parents, teachers. She is a soft skills trainer and has trained many corporates. She loves singing and reading. She aspires to reach out to young parents who desire to make their children happy. Her day is filled with children and their happiness. And she will be speaking to us on a very pertinent topic, which is Mother Ultimate Learning Source. Good evening, ma'am. Thank you for being with us. And over to you, ma'am.
A very good evening and a warm welcome to all the viewers who are here today to help us understand our topic for today, Mother, Ultimate Learning Source. This is a beautiful topic that interested me from a very young age. My mother has been my ultimate learning source, and I have understood that it is the mother who helps us to make our learning more experiential and better for everyone around us. Let us understand it from the origin and meaning. According to our dictionaries, mother is taken from a Germanic language. The origin actually happened from a Germanic language, and the word mother can be traced back clearly to Proto Indo European. It appears in cognate form in languages like Sanskrit, Greek, and Latin too. And the meaning in a dictionary says a mother is a woman in relation to her child or children. We have been taught this at various levels in our life, and we started believing what the dictionary says. Let us now try and understand the basic nature, quality, role, duty, responsibility of a mother according to the society. But firstly, we need to understand the real meanings of what is a nature. A nature is the basic inherent feature or character. So, how do we go about the nature of a mother? How do we perceive, how do we assume, or how do we make her responsible for the nature she has to carry? We all have a certain understanding about the qualities of a mother. What is a quality? The distinctive attribute which makes a person is the quality. When we ask universally what are the roles of a mother, we have same common points throughout the world. And when it comes to the duties, what is the real meaning of role according to the dictionary? The functions assumed or part played by a person. Except the mother, everyone defines and dictates the roles that she has to play. The dictionary says duty is a moral or legal obligation, and obligation is in capitals, and it is an obligation by others. Responsibility is the state or fact of having a duty to deal with being accountable. So it's the responsibility of the mother for everything that happens around her. We have a lot of presumptions, assumptions, and definitions of how the nature, the quality, the role, the duty, the responsibility of a mother has to be, which is decided by everyone around a mother, but not by herself. What are our expectations regarding to the nature or quality of a mother? Everyone in this world expects the mother to be mature at all times. She has to be well behaved. She should be able to understand everything that is happening around her. She has to be obliging, irrespective of who is asking or demanding from her. Every person around her expects her to be very obliging. She needs to be timely, on time. We all sleep at the same time, but she has to wake up much, much, much more early than all of us to take care of the entire household. We expect the mother to be always happy. She does not have the time to experience her own moods and her own experiences. When a mother looks unhappy, immediately all the people around her keep asking, "What is the matter? Why are you not looking happy?" We do not ask her, "Why are you not happy?" We just ask her, "Why are you not looking happy?" If we understand the difference between why are you not happy and why are you not looking happy, a mother is taken care of. All of us expect that our mothers be extraordinary in all fields: cooking, cleaning, keeping the house intact, and responsible. She is the one who is responsible for everything that happens in the house. We take our moods, and she has to be responsible for them too. These are the societal expectations regarding the nature or quality of a mother. We also have great expectations for the role of a mother. We expect her to be most loving. We can shout at her. We can throw tantrums. We can behave in a way we wish to, but she has to be very loving to us at all times. She's supposedly to be very obedient to everyone around her, irrespective of the age, irrespective of the relationship, irrespective of the environment created for her. She has and is expected to be very obedient. Tactful. We throw a lot of challenges, but she has to tactfully take care of them. We come back home with a bunch of friends or colleagues or any stranger. She has to tactfully be ready to serve the food at all times. or to ensure that the person who visits us along with us without any intimation or invitation be taken care of. Healing. A mother has to be the only healer in the household. If a father is unwell, she has to take care. If a child is unwell, she has to take care. If a pet is unwell, she has to take care. If any relative is unwell, she has to take care. Energetic. After doing everything, she still is expected to be the most energetic at all times. She is the only reminder we have. We have a class, but she has to remind us. We should eat, but she has to remind us. We have to clean up, but she has to remind us. The role of a mother is universally the same as it's the society who decides, and she has no choice to make. And we also have duties and responsibilities for the mother. She should be a wonderful manager, managing everything at all times. She should be able to manage the finances, the grocery, the kitchen, the people, the festivals, the functions, the neighborhood, and the visitors. She is the only one responsible to take care of everything. And it is her duty, according to all of us. She should always, at all times, place others first. She has no right or no choice to let herself be first in any case. Whatever is her background, however she is busy, we expect her to be well trained in all fields. We run to her with a math challenge. She should be able to do it for us. We run to her with a language problem. We have to ask her, and then she has to provide. And when the mother says, I am not sure of this, we start neglecting her. Whether she gets the opportunity to upgrade herself or update herself, whether or not, we expect her to be well trained in the modern times. If she's unable to operate a smartphone, we do not take the time to sit down and train her in the same. Healthy, she is the one who can never afford to fall sick or even rest when the entire household is up and running. She has to be healthy in all areas. When you ask her for money, that's financial health. If she does not provide to us with the money we asked, we are so cross and angry with her. All these are the expectations that we developed and we picked from the society, for she never trained us to think about the duties and responsibilities of a mother. We hear it from somebody else, we watch it in the movies, we read and we observe the other people around us, and we create our expectations for the mother. She should be an extra helpful person at all times. She should be ready to be helping us in all times. Extra helpfulness is her attribute. And who says so? The society, we. This is the traditional upbringing in every household throughout the world. She should be ready at all times. The shortest notice, she should come up with everything that we demand for. All the expectations for the nature, the quality, the role, the duty, and responsibility of a mother is decided and designed and tailor made for the needs of the society and people around her. But she did not choose all these, and she was never even asked to make a choice. And today we are here for this disruptive education talk, which says we are ready to meet the challenges of the future and to break the established model to improve the existing one. Yes, and it is true. We are going to disrupt our understanding and our expectations of the mother and how a mother is the ultimate source of learning. Yes, let us first understand the meanings of the ultimate, the learning, and the source. According to the dictionary, one more time, ultimate is the final. Learning is the acquisition of knowledge or skills through study, experience, or being taught. And source is the person from which something originates or obtained from. And we are here to begin a new understanding to mother, who is our ultimate learning source. What could be the possible questions? Who is the ultimate learning source? I chose mother. Why do we think is mother an ultimate learning source? The probable answer could be when I was a little girl, I heard the story of Abhimanyu, the son of Arjuna and Shashireka. Shashireka, with a child in her womb, asked her husband to help her understand the Padma Vyuham. This is the war game that will help the warriors to defeat their enemies. And Arjuna narrated the entire game to her. But halfway through, she dozed off, she slept, and the baby also slept in the womb. And we all know the end result of that. Abhimanyu could enter the Padma Vyuham, but he lost his life because he was not aware of how to come back from the Padma Vyuham. Hence, it is proven scientifically that the moment a woman conceives, she becomes the ultimate learning source for the child in her womb. And for the child she's going to bear and deliver. How is mother an ultimate learning source? As she is the first caregiver. And science proved that the first 7 years of a child helps to build all the characters, attributes, and qualities to turn and bloom into a beautiful adult. And today, our disruptive education helps us understand the caregiver. As we have seen, the third question has an answer, the probable answer, that a mother is the ultimate learning source as she is the first caregiver. So let us now understand What is a caregiver? The same questions are going to be answered. Who is the ultimate learning source? Mother. And since we understood that mother is the first caregiver, we now replace the word mother with caregiver. Yashoda and Krishna. Devaki was Krishna's mother, but Krishna grew up with Yashoda and he addressed her as mother, but she was the caregiver. According to the dictionary, it says that mother is a woman who bears the child or children. But here, Yashoda did not bear Krishna, but still she was addressed mother. But we all know that she was his caregiver. Daddy's Daycare is a wonderful movie. I'm sure if few of you must have watched it, you would understand that here the daddy had become the caregiver. And in the movie Baby's Day Out, the little 9-month boy was kidnapped. And the nanny was the caregiver, and she was the one who understood that the baby was following the book that he read, and finally they found the baby. So here, the caregiver, the nanny, could be the mother. And then there is a duck story called Duck, Duck, Goose. And when the duck opened its eyes, it found the goose as the mother, and then he never left her till the end. So, whoever gives care to the child becomes the mother. So, the person in charge of taking care of the child at different stages, father, grandparents, nanny, siblings, educators, friends, colleagues, neighbors, whoever offers or takes care or are the caregivers become the mothers. Irrespective of the gender, the species, or the relationship, all of us can be mothers, as our disruptive education has helped us understand that the primary caregiver is the mother. Why is mother or the caregiver an ultimate learning source? The probable answer that I could think of is because the caregiver is constantly present with the child. And a child, what do we understand? Anybody who keeps learning at all times is a child. The moment we stop learning, it's my probable answer, we become adults. We are no children anymore. And how is mother or the caregiver an ultimate learning source? Why is she the ultimate learning source? For every caregiver, the intention is to support that the child be happy. A spouse also can be a mother, a caregiver. A partner who is a caregiver can be a mother. It can be a he partner or a she partner, vice versa. Today's topic is to help us understand mother in a different dimension, which will help us improve the existing definitions so that we take care of the future in a much, much better fashion. Yes, Mother Teresa, she was unmarried and she never bore any children. But universally, she is known as Mother Teresa. And that is only because she was the ultimate caregiver for the destitute. And everyone addressed her as Mother Teresa, and that became her title. No one can call her Teresa. Everyone calls her Mother Teresa. This is one more best example that mother is a caregiver. Let us now try and understand what a caregiver can do to become the ultimate learning source. A caregiver can provide awareness and exposure to the child. Let us one more time understand when we mention the word child, it means any other person who we are going to take care of. As I mentioned, it could be the partner too, it could be your friend, it could be a student. So, any caregiver can provide awareness. And if a caregiver provides awareness, and where should the awareness be provided? Physiological awareness. The awareness about the body to create a relationship with the body, respecting the body, being gentle to the body, including self and everyone around us and all living beings. When awareness for physiological importance is provided, the child will develop into the most beautiful, mindful human being. A healthy body has a healthy mind. I believed in this very strongly. Taking care of your body, respecting your body, treating your body well will help us have the best of the best health. When we create awareness around the body of what should go in the form of food, we will have a beautiful body which will lead to a beautiful mind. Being healthy means being energetic, active, and free from all kinds of diseases. This leads to the psychological awareness. When a body is well taken care of, it would surely nest a beautiful mind, and mind has beautiful thoughts and ideas. When the mind is full of beautiful ideas, the child will ensure that everything around would be in a much more beautiful way. Let us understand that when I use this word beautiful, it doesn't mean the outer look. It is about the beauty of the inside mind. When we respect everything around us, when we are free of all kinds of opinions, points of view, judgments, our mind is very beautiful. When we do not define and when we do not limit ourselves and anybody around us, it becomes more beautiful. When we think beautifully, we speak wonderfully. Mind helps us to listen, speak. So when our mind is healthy, because of a healthy body, our actions would be much more beautiful and healthier. Everything is interlinked. Awareness about the body will lead to awareness about the mind, and in turn is going to lead to the awareness spiritually and culturally. When we talk about the spiritual awareness, we are not talking about religion. We are not talking about anything that creates a distance between two human beings. All the scriptures throughout the world in different languages have the same base. All the cultures in the entire world are built upon the same foundation. How we listen to it, how we try to understand it, and how we depict it completely depends on how healthy our body and mind are. The same book can be understood by different people in different ways, which directly is proportional to their understanding about the world around them, the society around them, and the people around them, the environment around them. When we have the bodily awareness, we all will ensure to keep it free of all kinds of judgments. And our mind will bloom into a beautiful garden of thoughts and ideas. And when you have a beautiful mind, you would surely see all the beautiful things in all the spiritual learnings and all the cultural learnings, which will give us a beautiful soul which is completely happy, peaceful, and harmonious. When I pronounce the words happy, peaceful, and harmonious, please observe my expressions. There is a difference, a beauty when we say that. And imagine if our soul experiences happiness, peacefulness, and harmony at all times, how beautiful our world would be. I read a sentence yesterday. If you do not like the world, change it. I felt so happy. If I do not like my dress, I change it. It's such a powerful sentence. If we do not like our world, let's change it together. Awareness is the fundamental key for a beautiful tomorrow and a beautiful now. We are talking about the caregiver who provides awareness. Along with awareness, the caregiver should be able to provide exposure. Exposure in the environment as it comes without altering or tailor making or presetting the environment. The child should be given the exposure to understand its own life, in his or her own way. The caregiver should provide an exposure and allow the child to feel the exposure as it is and immerse in the experience and live every moment of the exposure. There is nothing right and nothing wrong in this world. Everything that comes our way, if we have the awareness to feel it and to immerse in that moment and live the experience, that is our ultimate learning. As we were talking about the caregiver's awareness and exposure, it directly leads to the experience. A child who has been provided the physiological, psychological, spiritual, cultural awareness with the exposure as it is in the environment leads to the beautiful experiences and builds a child. The child's confidence, the child's qualities, the child's character would be based completely on the experiences of his life. And what is going to happen with the awareness, with the exposure, and the experience? It is surely going to lead us into the learning. And this learning is our ultimate learning. A caregiver in our disruptive education, as we have understood, from the traditional understanding of the nature, quality, role, duty, responsibility of a mother, has transformed and slowly moved into the caregiver. And we have understood that a caregiver is not the mother who bears the child, but anyone who is involved in the upbringing of a child. It can be a father, grandparents, siblings, colleagues, educators, and friends. We replaced the word mother with caregiver. And we are trying to understand the attributes of a caregiver to develop a healthy child in the society. The awareness provided by the caregiver in the physiological, psychological, spiritual, cultural fields with the exposure, unaltered exposure, will lead to the real experiences and the ultimate learning happens. Hence, this is where we have reached. The awareness and exposure leads to experience that creates learning. This kind of learning is the ultimate learning, and everyone responsible to attain this learning are the ultimate source of learning. And the ultimate source of learning is mother, the caregiver. Yes. Hence, one more time, let us reiterate what we understood in today's topic, mother, the ultimate learning source. Our disruptive education helped us to replace the word mother with caregiver, who in turn is the ultimate learning source. By now, the ultimate learning source to each one of us would be different. Children who studied away from parents, for them, mothers or caregivers or the ultimate learning sources could be their caretakers, caregivers. The siblings, the friends, the neighbors, anyone who helps us with the awareness of anything around us, which will create an exposure and experience that finally leads into any sort of learning, is our mother. All of us must have watched the movie or read the movie story or the book, The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. Mowgli. Who is Mowgli's mother? The wolf. Different species, but still the mother, as she was the one who gave the care that a child requires, and hence Mowgli's mother is the wolf. So here is where I got the idea of disruptive education, of mother, the ultimate learning source. Mother, according to the dictionary, as it mentions, is not the person who bears the child and gives birth to the child, but mother is that caregiver who takes care of the child by providing awareness and exposure to experience and create a learning in a happy childhood. Nature, which is all around us. We address nature as Mother Nature. All the trees around us, all the animals around us, all the insects around us, the clouds, the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, all of them are nature. And we address them as Mother Nature. This is one more strong example to say that the dictionary says the one who bears a child is not a mother anymore for us here today, but the caregiver who takes care of the child and helps to learn and bloom in a happy childhood is the mother, the ultimate learning source. Hence, we have come up with the synonyms mother, caregiver, or the ultimate learning source. I have opted, I made a choice, and these are few of the nature, qualities, roles, responsibilities, duties of a mother or a caregiver. Mindful. Let us start being mindful in everything that we do or think or experience to create a wonderful world. Let us all be open to learn, to understand, and to experience what life offers to us, and be aware to create a harmonious life. Let us be thankful to everything and everyone around us for giving us this life in all ways. Let us be harmonious with self and with everything that we come across. Harmony is the ultimate reason for a happy life. Let us be evolving at all times. Let us listen to the sounds around us. Let us listen to the silence around us. Let us listen to the trees, the plants, the flowers, the bees. And let us listen to our homes. Let us create a relationship. Let us evolve. Let us create a relationship with our eyes. Let us create a relationship with our nose. Let us create a relationship with our doors. Let us also create a relationship with our doormats. There is a lot of receiving from everything around us, as we are all made up of molecules. Let us be rooted to self. Let us listen. Let us read. Let us experience. Let us learn from everything around us. Yet, let us make our own choices and be rooted to what makes us happy at all times. Compassionate, the most important attribute to all our human beings in today's world. Let us be compassionate towards everything that helped us to be on this call today. The switchboard, the wire that connected my laptop to all of you. Let me be aware. Let us all be aware about today's program. There is a purpose and a reason for us being connected today. Let us be more rampant. All the mothers, all of us are mothers. Let us be rampant. Let us spread this continuously and uncontrollably. This energy, this enthusiasm, and this involvement to understand the ultimate source of learning. Every mother or caregiver, if we are enthusiastic, we can be mindful, open, thankful, harmonious, evolving, rooted, compassionate, and aware, along with being rampant. That enthusiasm is the key word. Being grateful to everything around us is the first quality of the human beings and the living beings. Animals help us learn about gratefulness. Let us be aware and be open to learn from animals, from insects, and from all the non living things around us. Today, I am grateful to my spectacles as it helped me read my presentation. Let us be involved. Whatever we choose to do or to be, let us be involved at all times. Let us be valiant, very brave. We are entering the world of disruptive education, and the world is already set on a traditional setup about the nature of a mother, about the quality of a mother, about the role a mother has to deliver, and the duty and the responsibility. Only if we are valiant, we would be able to take everything from whatever we have understood today and be more rampant to let it happen. If we choose to look at mother in a different perspective from this moment on, we need to be very valiant, as we all may face a lot of challenges to help and support people around us to understand our understanding about mother. That needs a lot of energy. We need to be very energetic at all times. And all of us should rejoice in what we are doing today. When we rejoice, we perform better. Today, after this session, my complete understanding about mother, the ultimate learning source, has improved. The way I will look at the word mother is totally evolving. I feel today, and I make a choice, that all those people who have been giving care to me are my mothers. My children gave me a glass of water when I told them that I have a session for almost an hour, and hence they become my mothers. And my mother is my ultimate learning source. I learned it from them to care for others. And today, we understood that all those people who help us and support us to create awareness and provide exposure, to have our own experiences so that our learning is intact, are our mothers. It would be wonderful if all of us tonight can make a note of all the mothers in our life. I'm sure we would have a long list of mothers in our life. Let me thank each and every one of you who have given me this opportunity to be a part of GETI and to present a wonderful topic. And while I prepared for this presentation, I have evolved in a greater fashion. I request all the viewers or the participants to ask or discuss about anything that you would like to, so that we can have a discussion taken forward.
Thank you, Anuradha ma'am, for that talk on mothers. Very, very interesting, and a viewpoint which I think is totally acceptable. So, good evening, everybody. And before we leave, I request you to watch our detox, which is from our disruptive literacy movement by Global Dream. It's an initiative by Dr. Sunita Gandhi since 2014, and we have many talks on this. So for more information on this, please go to 7408401000. The whole idea is to ensure literacy and numeracy for everybody in India by a people's movement, where basically each one teach one. And those of us who are more fortunate and who can teach more than one, we should be teaching more than one. So it's an excellent thought which has been going around for years, but we've taken the initiative on this and are doing very well. But we need a lot of help from everybody to find out how we can do this and to go ahead and do it. Even children can participate in this. So thank you everybody for watching. Good evening and good night. See you again tomorrow. And thank you, Kandala ma'am, for that excellent talk that you gave us. Good night
Good night,
and
sir.
goodbye.